Hello gamers and welcome to another Tower of Fantasy video. 2.1 patch is finally here and it brings a lot of new things. Among these, there is a new simulacra, Linie. As some of you might know, I play Vault, so since Nemesis came out I didn't have much to summon for. This was both good and bad. Good because it gave me the opportunity to save up, and bad because it was kinda boring waiting for new units that would fit in my weapon set. So I saved up, and now that Linie is finally here, I have the opportunity to spend those summons and enjoy the game. Because let's face it, an important part of any gacha game is summoning for new units. An important note here is that Linie is an aberration unit, and it seems that aberration units will be limited banner exclusive, which means unlike other units, she will never go into the general banner. This means that she has to be summoned from her exclusive banner whenever this comes up. The same can be said for her matrices, but more about this later in the video. If you have been following the footage on the background, you will notice that I've been pretty lucky with my pulls, managing to pull her quite a few times outside the 50% PT. Maybe some of you are curious how many summons it took me to 6-star her. Here is a breakdown of my summons. I did 295 summons, got a total of 7 leans and 5 other SSRs. 2 of the leans were from 50%, 2 of them were purchased with frame gold. As for the remaining 3, it was pure luck. I was pretty happy with this outcome. Keep in mind this is above average luck, and this kind of results are not what you should usually expect when you decide to summon. I was left with 109 flame gold, and I spent 50 of them to buy a matrix box. I guess this is what they call content creator luck. I'm pretty happy to be on the receiving end of it. For matrices I did 40 so far, and got 2 pieces. This includes getting 1 from the 50%. Over the course of the banner I intend to continue to summon to complete a 0-star set. So with that out of the way, let's talk about why you would want to summon Lyn. First, and maybe the most important reason, is because she is aberration, so she does not get affected by elemental resistances. On top of that, her damage gets calculated based on the other 2 weapons equipped, meaning that she will feel at home in most weapon sets. She also has a passive ability that grants different bonuses based on what other weapons you have equipped. This passive only takes effect while her skill is deployed, so let's take a look at the skill first. Her skill is called Moonlight Realm, and it creates an area in which your damage will be increased by 15% and has various bonuses that will allow you to levitate above the battlefield, keeping you out of harm's way in most scenarios. As I just mentioned, while this skill is active, based on the other 2 weapons, you will gain certain bonuses. For fire, all burns last 4 seconds longer, and shielded targets will take 15% extra flame damage. For frost, your frost attack will be increased by 10%. For Vault, there is a high chance of not consuming a dodge charge when dodging, as well as your dodge attack will do extra damage. On top of this, your Vault damage will be increased by 10%. For physical, targets in the area will take damage every second, based on your physical attack. And if you decide to use a mix of elements, your attack will simply be increased by 15%. Regardless of what element you choose to main, these bonuses are extremely nice, and paired with her playstyle that allows her to stay out of danger, it makes for quite a strong and desirable unit. Another thing that is worth mentioning is that she has above average shatter and charge, making her an ideal unit to use as your main damage dealer. Of course, there is more to this unit, but I don't want to bore you with the details. It's safe to say that she is one of the strongest units available in the game at this time. So in my opinion, if you can afford to at least 1-star her, she will be a worthwhile investment. That being said, unlike other units, she will not be added to the normal banner. So you will need to be aware that if you want to max her, you will eventually have to summon all her copies from the limited banner, either now or in the future when she will have a rerun. This can be a very valid reason for people to skip on her. I would also like to mention her matrices, and when approaching this subject you should be aware that while limited matrices are in general better than normal ones, they are not required, and a lot of consideration should be given before attempting to summon for them if you are a low spender or free-to-play player. So, 2-set effect will provide a stack that increases your attack, while the 4-set effect will provide a stacking final bonus damage for moving inside the Moonlight Realm skill. The 4-set effect will also work in the background. The best use for these matrices would be on a secondary unit that can deal damage even when not in use. The perfect example for this would be Nemesis with her electrolytes, as it will proc both the 2-set and the 4-set effect. Before you decide to summon for these matrices, you should be aware that there is a high chance that the future matrices will be objectively better. So while I can say that this set is pretty good, I cannot fully recommend it. In my opinion, most people should stay away from matrice summons, as the benefits for having extra star on weapons far outweigh the benefits provided by matrices. That being said, I decided to summon for them because I believe they will perform extremely well in my current setup, even at 0 stars. In conclusion, I believe that Lyn is a very good simulacra, and the playstyle she provides can be pretty enjoyable. I can highly recommend her if you are willing to max her out, as she is extremely versatile unit that will fit in most teams. She will also be able to perform decently well starting from 1 star. But in my opinion, if you are looking for the best performance, it's better to save up and 6-star weapons than having multiple 1-star weapons. Of course, performance is not all there is to a game, so do whatever provides you with the most fun. Thanks for watching! If you found this video helpful, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. See you in the next one, gamers!